Hello and welcome back to the final report for Monday, October 6th at ABIC 2014. I'm Bruce Sargent of Farm Boy Productions. Today brought a unique presentation to the conference floor about how biotechnology tools can address our biggest livestock production challenges for 2050. Normally when we think bioscience we think crops, but this presenter wants us to think livestock too. Have a watch. I'm here with Suzanne Bertrand. You just finished your conversation upstairs about how biotechnology can be used in the livestock industry, and I guess specifically from your perspective, it's from the African perspective, being that you're from Kenya. So can you tell me a little bit about what you talked about today and what you're bringing to ABIC?
Certainly. I'm at the International Livestock Research Institute, which is devoted to developing country livestock rearing, and my talk was about how technology is changing the face of farming in Sub-Saharan Africa and elsewhere in the world, but how the group of countries that were among the poorest in the world are embracing technology to change their life.
So can you give me an example of something that you guys have developed or worked towards in your area?
Yes, we have many things. One of the products that we have developed is a vaccine against a devastating disease called East Coast fever. And this vaccine is given to young animals, about 3 months, between 1 and 3 months old. And they are becoming immune to the disease. The disease is killing otherwise. It takes 2-3 days if you're not immunized and the animal is dead. So it is changing the landscape where meat animals are reared. So the pastoralists, the Maasai, are people who are rearing animals for meat, and they are using the vaccine now for every single one of their animals.
I'm sure something just that simple has just a huge impact on a community in a developing country.
It has a huge impact on the community because now they need less animals to keep the same wealth. And the impact on the environment is also better because the animals are eating and they don't need to eat as much to be healthy. So the forage, grass is a problem. On the bad side of things, it's because there's a more demand for animal meat and the animals are surviving. The pastoralists who were traveling all the time tend now to stay closer to cities. So we also have an impact on the environment where we now have to work to prevent damaging the environment.
You also talked, I thought it was kind of interesting, about how a cow is basically a bank. Mm-hmm. Can you explain that concept a little bit for me?
Yes, it's in the tradition, farmers start by growing corn, they will grow cassava, they will grow all kinds of plants. And as soon as they have enough money, they will take that money and invest into cattle, usually. Or it could be a sheep or goat, but the cattle is the king of the animals. And that cattle will either be for milk or meat, and they will keep it as long as they don't need money. So the women are milking the animals, and they sell the milk, they make money. If there's a catastrophe of sort, a drought, children is sick, or the school fees are raised, the animal is the bank account. They sell the animal, take the money and go and pay what they have to pay for, and hopefully grow more crops of sort to buy another animal. So being wealthy is to have one cow, and that's how it works. And you show your wealth by having the best looking animal.
So a bit of a personal question here. What gets you out of bed in the morning and gets you to work to do this kind of stuff? What's your motivation?
My motivation is really what is the mission of ILRI, which is a better life through livestock. For me to have these, especially the children, drinking milk and developing as a healthy adult is essential. This is what drives me every morning, to have healthy families and people who are happy to be where they are.
So then in closing, how can people learn more about your organization and what you do?
They should go on the website at www.ilri.org and look at we have a Twitter, we have LinkedIn, we're publicizing a lot our endeavors because all of us are really true believer in it.
Great, well thank you for sitting down with me.
My pleasure.
Next was a presentation about what the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation in Agriculture from Costa Rica is doing in the area of bioscience. Here's that interview. Welcome back to ABIC 2014. I'm here with Dr. Villalobos and we're going to talk about your topic, which was sowing innovation for harvest prosperity.
Exactly.
So your topic focused more on the Americas and how they've been dealing with biotechnology, and why don't you tell me a little bit about what you talked about today?
Sure. Well, first, I'm representing the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation in Agriculture, and we are providing technical assistance to all the 34 member countries. So we see, and we certainly are aware of the benefits of biotechnology. So gradually, we are incorporating this set of technologies to the conventional and the agriculture that our 34 member countries are being conducting. So we very much recognize the importance of innovation in agriculture. We see this region as a very important for the present, and I will say the future role in food security, and for that we need to incorporate these new tools, these new technologies. And biotechnology, of course, is one of them.
The great thing about this conference is that we get to get perspectives from all over the world. And
yes.
So what are some of the challenges from your perspective in the Americas for advancing biotechnologies?
Well, of course, one is that we need to combine conventional techniques with the new technologies. When we look at the whole hemisphere, of course, we have agriculture very advanced, like in the United States and Canada, but also the countries, they have a very, very limited access to knowledge and technology. So we have to first recognize that these technologies, traditional technologies, need to be improved, but also we cannot ignore them. And there is a relation with the culture, even with religion. So we have to gradually move from this traditional agriculture to make it more efficient, but without eliminating all these important mechanisms through which for many years, many years, farmers are being providing food to the families, to the regions. And now with the real need to be more productive and increase productivity, we have to enhance the use of those technologies, yes.
At the end of your presentation, you mentioned there are 8 things that need to happen going forward. What are some of the key points that going forward that need to happen? Well,
certainly we need more investment from public and also from private sector to enhance the technology and the innovation. We need more research, we need more funds to go to the universities, we need more support of the research institutes. This is one. The other aspect is we have to provide more technical assistance to the countries and help them to be able to be prepared for the international markets and the capacity to be able to sell the products with better quality and with all chained elements or aspects in the chain production. There is a lot of needs for technology, post-harvest technology, and also all the aspects related to transportation of food, and in many countries is absolutely necessary.
So in closing then, is there any way that people can get more information about your work and the things that you're doing?
The Inter-American Institute for Cooperation in Agriculture, as I mentioned, we have 34 member countries. We have an office here in Ottawa, and we have office in each member country. So you can access AICA through internet, and there is a lot of information of what we are doing and what are our needs in order to improve agriculture in the hemisphere.
Great. Well, thanks for taking the time to sit down and talk with me.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much.
That's it for this broadcast. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.